Hi everyone. Welcome to the chakra journey today. So today our topic will be how to take care of your chakras. And this idea or this inspiration came to me through a dream actually. And in the dream I was in a classroom, which in dreams that could symbolize like a time of learning. So in the dream I was in a classroom and I was being asked to take a white sketch pad and to draw the chakra system, or draw the chakras like one line straight down the center. And so when I woke up, I was looking at this dream and I was wondering, what it means to me. And for me, and I had this last week, so what it meant for me last week is that during this time where we don't have a lot of control over things, there's a lot of different things changing in our lives. What we do have control over is managing our energy. So managing our chakra system is one way that we can keep ourselves in alignment even when other things in our life are maybe out of control or seem out of control. Hey Emily, hey Taylor, thanks for joining me. So what I'd like to do is, this chakra system is a very deep system, and we could do a lot of intense diving into each chakra, which we've done in the past. But for today, I was thinking if we could find a simple tool that goes along with each chakra to help, that we can do every day, that will help keep us in alignment and keep us keep those energy systems, those programs running strong the way that they were intended to. So wherever there might be a blockage, or if we have a lot of fear, we can come back to our center so that we can be connected and aligned in our own system. Okay, so if you'd like to get a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil, we can, I'm gonna tell you about each chakra just a little tiny bit, and the tip or the tool that we will be incorporating into our practice. And I'm going to go in the same order that I've been working with the chakra system over the past few months. So it's not one straight line. I'm going to jump back and forth. But we're going to start with the root chakra. So the root chakra is really important because this is our sense of grounding and connecting to the earth. And the shadow aspect of the root chakra is fear. So when we feel fear on a survival level, we immediately contract and do not feel grounded, safe, and supported. So on a survival level, if we are not connected to the earth, a lot of our energy moves up into the mind. And if we have a lot of energy in the mind, it spins and spins and spins and thinks and thinks and thinks. And that's not what we want to be happening right now. We want to stay rooted and connected. So for the root chakra, the tip or the tool that we're going to use is connecting to the earth. So literally taking our shoes off and going outside and walking on the earth consciously. So we might do this unconsciously throughout our day, but I'm inviting you to do this in a more conscious way. So and if you don't have access to going outside, you can even do this in your home. So it's just about feeling the feet connecting with the earth, and that activates the root chakra. So that's what we want to do first. And if you only have time for one thing, then this is the thing to do, because it connects us down into our bodies, which is where we want to be. So we center our energy and pull it down into the body. All right, so that's root chakra number 1. Then we're going to go up to the crown. And the analogy that I used, that I've been using for the root and the crown, is kind of like if we were a computer, then our root chakra would be like plugging ourselves into the wall. So it would be like getting that energy or that current from the earth would be the same thing as like when we plug our computer into the wall. So we need that. We need to turn that on in order for anything to work, right? So we plug the computer into the wall, we plug our feet into the earth, and then we get on our computer and we want to, usually 9 times out of 10, probably more, check or get onto the internet. So the internet is like our crown chakra. This is where we open up to guidance. This is where we open up to divine energy. This is where we receive inspiration, ideas, all that comes through. So if our crown chakra is closed, that's like getting on a computer and not turning on the internet. There's only a limited amount of things that you can do on a computer with no internet. So it would probably get kind of boring after a while, or if we don't have that, we're just going through old programs, old documents, old things, so we're not able to update. Okay, so for the crown chakra, the tip and the tool are going to be meditation and prayer. So there's no greater way than to connect with divine or source energy than to quiet our mind and open ourselves up, either through prayer, through being able to talk to our source, whoever that is, whatever we want to call that, divine, God, Gaia, whatever we want to call that energy or the source. That's what we can open up to, and we can ask things. We can ask answers for answers to our questions. We can ask for guidance. And meditation, which is like opening ourselves up to receive those insights and that awareness and those ideas. Okay, so we got grounding to the earth for our root chakra. We got meditating and prayer for our crown chakra. Now our system is connected, and it's also open. And then we're going to take it where the 2 chakras meet to the heart chakra. So this is where we connect with our life. This is where we connect with people around us, with our environment, and with the life forms that surround us. So in our heart chakra, the tip that we're going to be using is gratitude. So when we tune into the vibration of gratitude, we are able to see things around us that we appreciate in our lives, that we are grateful for, even if they're really small. So I know in the past, when I've been keeping a gratitude journal, after a while it seems like I'm running the same things every day, and it's like, okay, what is this really doing? But and maybe instead, if that works for you, then that's good. But maybe instead, an even richer way of looking at it would be like throughout the small moments in your life, you can just take a look around and find something about your situation in that moment to be grateful for. Like, this couch is really soft, or I have good Wi-Fi, so I'm streaming on Facebook. Just something like small in the moment that you can tune into that energy of gratitude for. And that automatically helps to open up the heart, which is what we want. If we're focusing on things that we don't want, we contract. So gratitude helps us to appreciate and to open up to what we already have, and to open our hearts. All right, so that's number 3. Now we're going to move to the sacral chakra, which is our center for creativity, sexuality, sensuality, pleasure. So this is an area that helps us to, it has the programming for helping us to move through life and to go with the flow. So we're not rigid and stiff. We are able to fluidly move with the changes that happen around us. So one way that we can tune into that is through allowing ourselves to move towards something that we want. So moving towards pleasure. So each day I invite you to find something that you find pleasurable and allow yourself to do it. Because the only thing sometimes that stops us from doing something pleasurable is not allowing ourselves to do it. So for the second chakra, we're going to allow ourselves to do something pleasurable. And in the past, I had a video on primary and secondary pleasures. And primary pleasures are things that cause a sense of satisfaction for us, like taking a nap when we're tired, or doing something that is really good for our bodies, that brings us pleasure and is good for our bodies. A secondary pleasure is something that creates even more craving. So like if we're tired, drinking 2 cups of coffee would be a secondary pleasure. So we want to tap into the primary pleasures, like what does our body really want? So we tune in and we listen to what would really be pleasurable for us, and then we allow ourselves to move towards that. Okay, so that's your sacral chakra tool. Then we're going to move up to the third eye. And this is our center for vision and insight, being able to see the bigger picture, seeing the wider lens. And so that's what we're going to do with our third eye chakra, is going to be widening our lens. So sometimes when we are feeling, when things are changing, when we're disagreeing with people and their perspectives, which could very well be happening right now. If there's a lot of different people with a lot of our stuff is being brought to the surface, so a lot of people have different perspectives and different ways that they're moving through the world right now. So the tool and the tip for this chakra is going to be to open our lens to see things from a wider perspective. So rather than looking at what, let's say someone does, like one individual thing someone says or does, maybe they're stressed out and they say something that triggers us, rather than reacting to that, can we step back and take a wider lens and look at the situation from a broader perspective and see how that changes things? Look at this whole pandemic that's happening from a wider lens, like rather than looking at the small little pieces. What would happen if we allowed ourselves to step back and look at what's happening on a global level? So that's going to be for a third eye chakra, widening the lens. Then we're going to move down to the solar plexus chakra, which is the one that we've been working with this month in particular. This is our sense of personal power. This is our inner fire. This distributes our energy. So we really want we want our inner fire to be going. So the activity or the tool for this chakra is going to be play. So when we play, what we do is we take the load off of our serious mindset of I've got to do this for this result, I've got to be scheduled and have everything that we do be in service to an end. It means to an end. When you play, you're just playing for the sake of playing. So whatever that might mean for you, you can tune in to just that sense of freedom and play, just allowing yourselves a couple minutes a day, maybe coloring something, maybe going outside and running around, rolling in the grass. That way you could get your first chakra tip done, or your tool for your first chakra as well at the same time. So you can just play and see if you can invite in, even for like a few moments, that sense of play. And what that does is that helps stoke our inner fire, and it helps move that energy. When we play, we release some of the conditioning, some of the limiting beliefs that we have on ourselves. We just release that and allow ourselves to really be in the moment. Okay, so that's your solar plexus chakra. And now for the final one, we come to the throat chakra. And the throat chakra is our expression. It is our ability to speak our truth, to allow the wholeness of who we are to come up and out and express it to the world. So our tool for that chakra is going to be singing. So to me, there's no better way to open up the throat chakra than allowing yourself to sing. So, because it moves energy, and this chakra is related to vibration. So when we're singing, we're literally feeling the vibration in the body and letting it come out through the throat. So even if you're not a good singer or you haven't been trained, if you turn the music up loud enough, it really doesn't matter. So Maybe just find a moment in your day, maybe in the shower, or the shower is actually good acoustically, or in your car where no one else can hear you, to just let that out, because that if you have your energy moving and you're just moving that through the throat, it just clears out so many blocks and enables you to get in touch with your own voice. So that's what we want in our lives, is just to really feel and connect with our own voice. All right, so those are your 7 tips to practice every day. And you can do them individually if you'd like, or you can find an activity that allows you to do them all at once. For me, I was noticing that for me, conscious dance actually allows me to use all of those tools, because I'm connected to the earth. It's my moving meditation. I am playful. I am more open to a wider perspective. Sometimes I even sing. I feel so grateful that I'm able to do it, and it's very pleasurable for me. So for me, that incorporates all 7 of them. So if you can find something that incorporates all 7 of them, then that would be great. If you want to try conscious dance, all you have to do is go into a room. You can close the door and maybe turn the lights down, but move your furniture so you won't run into it, and just play some of your favorite music, and just let yourself move and dance to the music. And just you might be surprised at how the rhythm of the music moves your body, moves your energy. And to me, it's like a clearing. So it clears out that energy, clears out any stagnant places, clears out any emotional things that I might be holding on to, and allows me to come out with, I feel like my chakras are more aligned after I do that. So you could try that. You could even light little candles in the room, make it like a sacred practice for yourself. And I'm going to post a playlist down in the comments that I used for our solar plexus chakra dance this past month. If you'd like to try it out and practice some of the songs that I like to dance to, that would be great. Or find your own practice, your own thing that really lights you up, that really helps you connect to the earth and open up, or maybe do several different things. So I really want to invite you to share some of these practices with us on the Facebook page, and let us know what really helps you. For example, give us an example of something that you did that was pleasurable during the day. Because now that we are in our homes, things are different. They're changing. So the pleasure that we might have sought after before outside, now we need to find that within our own home. So maybe share some of your ideas, because the internet has now become our meeting ground where we are interacting with people. So please share anything that you find for any of the chakras that really works for you. And thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm going to post all the links below if you want to connect with more of my work, and just really tune in to your own energy. If you feel like you're getting caught up in someone else's energy or wrapped up in the collective energy, maybe take a step back and really find your own roots and connect with your own energy system, because you are the manager of your energy. And when you learn how to do that, it's such an empowering tool. So this is a perfect opportunity for us to all learn, because we've been put in this situation where we are now invited to turn inward and to really look at our own patterns and the things that are going on within us. And if there's anything that's not serving us, we are invited to shed it away. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Namaste.